big fight weekend, and we bring it to you right here on the Get Snap podcast. It is your boy, DarnellSparrow. You know the rest. And on the other side of Memphis, the notorious one, the real born out here, Antoine Smooth. What's going on?
What's going on, man?
I don't know what it is with these holidays, but we just getting good events after good events after good events, and
So what we got on the agenda tonight?
we got two things we're gonna talk about. We're gonna talk about Ring of Honor Final Battle, which is as of this recording tomorrow, December 15th, and we're gonna talk a little bit about the Jake Paul fight that's going on this weekend as well.
Yeah, matter of fact, I just subscribed to Ring of Honor. Now I can get to see, their matches prior, before. You know what I'm saying?
Yep.
I can get to actually see their match because I was looking for it. I'm like, how you find Ring of Honor? I said, just go to YouTube.
Yeah, you go
subscribe to their YouTube
You
channel.
can do that, or I can give you. I'll give you a link, and I'll DM it to you where you can go and watch them too. And you can get past episodes and stuff, like go back and watch past events from other shows as well, from different indie promotions.
Yeah.
Stuff like that. Yeah, we going into Final Battle, their last event of 2023. They call it the Dallas Metroplex, but it's actually Garland, Texas, which is like 45 minutes away, or at least from Arlington.
I was just about to ask that. Yeah, Garland. I heard a lot about Garland. Yeah.
Yeah, because if I was in Arlington, I would have went to that show. And of course they did, AEW there as well. They did. I believe that's where Winter is Coming was at, if I'm not mistaken.
Yeah, the Von Erichs returned back to Dallas.
Yeah, they turned back to Dallas, getting back in the ring. I wouldn't be surprised they get signed. But they haven't been really.
Oh yeah, that'd be a big deal.
They haven't.
Ross and Marshall.
Yeah, they haven't been really doing too much since they left MLW.
Yeah, might as well, man, because I think they good. I seen Marshall and Ross.
Yeah.
They good.
I think they good. The only thing I have with them is just like it's just something missing. We know
need like something more.
We know they Von Erichs. We know that. They got the energy. They got the they got that Von Erich fire, but it's just something missing with them. I don't know if it's just they being too much of the Von Erichs. So when kind of one wrestles barefoot.
That is, I'm thinking that's Ross.
I mean they carbon copies.
Marshall got that David look to him.
Right. I said
cowboy hat.
I mean they carbon copies, which is nothing wrong with it. But like I said, it's just something missing with them. But like I said, they get to the right promotion. They'll get right. I think AEW. If they go to AEW, I put money on. They're probably gonna send them to Ring of Honor first.
Well, yeah.
Send them to Ring of Honor. Win those Ring of Honor tag belts. I can see that.
And they'll work their way up to AEW.
Ring
of Honor pretty much like a stepping stone to AEW.
Right. And I see a lot of names going down there. Which nothing wrong with Ring of Honor.
No.
Nothing wrong with it at all. So you just gotta take it as such. Like for me, if I sign with AEW, you sit in the Ring of Honor, I wouldn't mind going because I'm a fan of Ring of Honor.
Right.
Ring of Honor has a legacy. I mean, a lot of people that we know now that's currently wrestling that's big time.
Samoa
Joe,
current television champion.
For former, because he gave up the title, which we're gonna talk about here shortly. We got Tyler Black, the man now known as Seth Rollins.
Yeah.
We got
CM
Punk, Bryan Danielson,
yeah.
Kevin Owens, Sami Zayn, Claudio.
Chris Nana when he had the old embassy.
Yeah, had the old embassy. We got Moose made a good name for himself in Ring of Honor.
Cody Rhodes.
I mean, we can go all night.
Go on and on. Yeah.
I mean, we can go on and on. When they're like people were just passing through.
Mm-hmm.
Made it big. But speaking of Moose, right quick, I actually got a autographed helmet of his signed when he went to Syracuse University.
Mm-hmm.
Got his real name on one side and got his nickname on the other side. So that was actually pretty cool to get.
All right.
But let's get right into it. Like I said, we talking about Ring of Honor Final Battle right there in Garland, Texas, at the Curtis Caldwell Center, which is if you see it, it's for Ring of Honor, it's cool. It seats about 8,500.
That's appropriate.
Yeah, but that's a good size
Yeah.
for
Mm-hmm.
for the Ring of Honor shows.
Oh yeah.
But as of now, we got 6 matches on the card, and one they added is the AAA Mega Championship. We got the champion Heel Del
Oh.
Bakingo
Uh-huh.
against Black Taurus, formerly of formerly of Impact.
Right.
I mean, these two, they're no strangers to each other. I see they like they like throwing that Mega Championship on AEW and Ring of Honor TV.
Yeah.
But I don't see a title change here. I'm curious to see when AAA have their big show, who gonna get that title
Mm-hmm.
shot? Who really who's gonna get it next? 'Cause when they do those big those AAA shows,
Right.
they either bring somebody in or somebody in house that got a big name. So I'm curious to see who's next on the list for EO Del Vikingo. We got a Survival of the Fittest finals for the vacant Ring of Honor Television Championship. And as you heard my colleague say, Samoa Joe, Ring of Honor Television Champion, never lost it. He gave it up in pursuit of the AEW World Championship. So we are going to crown a new champion. And to be honest with you, I like this list simply because it's young talent. You got
Nothing wrong with that.
you got Dalton Castle. He's a Ring of Honor vet, former Ring of Honor World Champion. You got Commander. You got Kyle
Mm-hmm.
Fletcher. You got Lee Johnson. You got Lee Moriarty, and another name to be announced. Like I said, I like this. I mean, they didn't put a lot of the bigger names in this match. We don't know who the to be determined is.
Yeah.
I'm curious to see who that's gonna be. But I mean, the favorite in this to me is Dalton Castle.
Oh, no question. No question. Um, he gonna have the boys with him. So,
Well-
you think they may play a factor?
Oh, you know they will. They're gonna play a factor. This gonna be we gonna see some high flying. We gonna see some wild. This gonna if they start off with this match, they gonna set it off.
Mm-hmm.
But I'm just curious to see because when it's always a to be determined if somebody we not thinking about.
Oh yeah, yeah. We
I'm-
just can't. It's on the tip of our tongue. We just can't.
I
Yeah.
mean, we could be somebody we haven't seen in a while, and
Yeah.
one person I could think of that we haven't seen in a while that's signed to AEW, and he's been on Ring of Honor TV every now and then, is Johnny TV.
Yeah.
Oh, and for some of y'all who don't know, that's John Morrison.
John Morrison. Yeah.
You know he got to change his name every company he go to.
Mm-hmm. Which is unique by that. I mean, there's no wrong with that. That's just something unique, Using Impact, he was Johnny Impact,
Right.
That's cool.
See, the good thing about him, he may change his name, he don't change his gimmick.
Right. Oh, that's not going nowhere.
That-
That's Eminem days. Yeah.
That's the one thing I will go with. He'll change his name all day, but he never changes his look and he never changes his style.
Mm-hmm. That's not going nowhere.
like I said, I say Dalton Castle is going to win the TV title. I said the dark horse in this, to me, could be Kyle Fletcher. Like that's a dark horse pick for me. Like I said, but I'm gonna go with the favorite. You know, just looking at polls and looking at different predictions. Yeah, I kind of agree with everybody else. Now the match I want to see, the match I know is gonna be hard hitting. It's gonna be stiff, and no telling where this gonna go. But this is the match I want to see. I want to see the battle of the Pretty Boy Killers. Keith Lee versus Shane Taylor.
I wish they would team up. I hope they do one day.
I think at some point it's gonna happen. They need to get it out there.
They kind of go to the only Lork and Danny Burch type deal. Yeah, where they rivals, but then they just had that respect at the end, and they get back together. Yeah.
Because the way Shane Taylor, and Keith Lee, at some point it's gonna happen. If they get back together, and I would say this: if you've never seen them as a team,
man,
dude,
they were awesome. Yeah.
Like I said, I saw them in person in New Orleans at a Wildcat show. They did a run-in. And at the time, I knew who they were, but I didn't know. I knew who they were individually. I didn't know they was a team at the time. But I watched these two big 300-pounders go in there and move around like cruiserweights and just throwing folks around like garbage. I mean, they clean house. And now, like I said, I've seen Shane Taylor, like, that dude, stiff.
Big, stiff, yeah.
Big, and stiff. And you combine him with Keith Lee, which I never understood why Keith Lee why he just want to sound like Snagglepuss so bad.
It just stays left or right even.
I'm like, dude, you not a professor.
Right.
like he gonna beat you up, but be all gentle, like Arthur thou kick us thou ass. I'm like, what?
He just sounds so proper when he talk like yes. So Shane Taylor.
I'm like, dude, you reading ghetto Shakespeare?
Oh God, that would be hilarious. Give Keith Lee that. Quote Shakespeare. He does it like that.
But he gonna
read a book,
with Shakespeare, but he do it like Raphael de la Ghetto.
Yeah, Raphael de la Ghetto. Yeah.
Now you know if he switch and they get back together, you know you're gonna see that side like, yep, that's the Keith Lee we missing. Ain't no Bearcat on it.
Right. I mean, Keith the Bearcat Lee.
If they get back together, it's over.
Oh yeah.
Just wrap it up. Just run.
Just run. Just get away. But you just might well drop the tag belts to him and you go Big Bill and
Big Bill, Ricky.
Whoever the Ring of Honor tag champs or the AEW, just drop them.
Because we know the current Ring of Honor champs is Adam Cole and MJF, but that's done soon.
Yeah, that's soon. Yeah.
I'm surprised they didn't do nothing with him for this show. I mean, the world title's not even on the line, but we know why.
Yeah.
But I gotta ask, who you got?
Well,
for this Keith Lee Shane Taylor. This a tough one.
Man, this is a tough one, yeah, man. I want to go with. I don't want to go again. I like Keith Lee, man. I do. I like how he talk and all. It's kind of funny, but that's him. That's his real self. But Shane Taylor, I think it's gonna come to a point where Keith Lee got to, if you can't beat him, join him. Type thing with him. Like Shane Taylor defeated Keith Lee. That could happen.
It could happen. And it could happen.
Like Shane, that's what I'm thinking. He may beat Keith Lee in this one. But you probably thinking opposite.
I'm gonna go with the opposite for this reason. Yeah. I think and like I said, I like Shane Taylor. Met him personally. Big dude and very intimidating. Cool though.
Yeah.
I said, what's
Yeah.
gonna happen? He's gonna focus too much on whatever he's trying to do with Keithley. If he's trying to get him in the group or whatever, he's gonna focus too much on it. He's gonna make a mistake.
He thinking that that past friendship.
Yep.
Yeah.
He gonna you know put personal feelings involved.
Yeah.
He gonna get caught slipping.
Mm-hmm.
But it's gonna be that's gonna be a fight.
Oh yeah.
That's the match. I say out of all these matches, this is the match I want to see. I know a lot of people want to see, the one we'll talk about later, but this is the one I want to see. I just want to see two big 300-pounders
Just go at it. Yeah.
just beat the what out each other.
Like two big trucks hitting each other. Yeah.
And may the best man win. That's one of them.
Yeah.
So let's just take it out back. We get it out of our system. Then after that we go play spades.
Right.
We got an I Quit match. We got Ethan Page versus Tony Nese with Smart Mark Sterling. Now you've been following Smart Mark, and Tony's been getting under Ethan Page's skin ever since he decided to go on his own and do his own thing. Well, what are your thoughts on Tony Nese being in AEW / Ring of Honor? Do you think he fit better here, or did he fit better when he was in WWE?
I think he's getting more exposure right now where he's at. Because WWE was kind of here and there, you know what I mean? But now he's really getting his exposure now in AEW. He's getting pushed a little bit more. And now his personality is showing, you see. I know he's talking about he's supposed to have the abs and all that, what's his
The premier, he's the premier
yeah,
athlete.
Premier athlete, yeah, he's the premier athlete. Yeah. I think he really should go on that in Ring of Honor. He got more personality. In WWE, you may see him here and there talking, but he didn't have that personality.
He was very 205 live-ish.
Yes.
If
that shit like Tozawa and all them guys. Yeah. This 205 guy.
That's the best way to explain. I mean, don't get me wrong, great athlete.
Yeah, he is.
And I might say I seen him a lot on the indies. But he was definitely no stranger to the indies.
Yeah.
And was doing well.
Mm-hmm.
So I think at some point, I think he should get a run with, one of the the Ring of Honor single title. I'm surprised he wasn't in that Survival of the Fittest match. If, he could beat the TBD, we don't know, but had he been in it, I would have picked him.
Yeah.
Like I said, I'm gonna go with Ethan Page on here because, most of the time when you see Tony Nese's Smart Mark, they ain't doing well in the W department unless they fighting developments.
Right.
Let's see what we got. We got the Ring of Honor World Women's Championship on the line. And it's finally gonna happen. We finally got to this point. Athena defending against Billy Starks. We finally have come to this.
You know what? I have been following this here, and I really have enjoyed the little minion thing. That is really good. I think they're doing the thing of rights in Ring of Honor. That's where she should be. And you call that too. That's where she needs to be, because that is perfect for her. She can truly shine in Ring of Honor. She don't need to even go there. Stay right there.
Now, I'm gonna put you on hold on that one for a second. I agree with, she's been doing her thing in Ring of Honor. Me personally, I think it's time. I think
Time for her to go to
I
AEW?
think she has graduated Ring of Honor. She's the longest reigning Ring of Honor Women's Champion. She went through everybody. Ring of Honor got this thing for Billy Starks. The fans know Billy Starks from the Indies.
Yeah, cause I got her. I got her winning it, Billy Starks. But I'm just saying, like with Athena.
Yeah, it's time for her
but
to.
I kind of get your point. Yeah.
It's time for her to graduate, and at least, when she go back to AEW, at least be the TBS champion.
Yeah.
If not the AEW woman, at least the TBS champion.
Oh, her and Julia Hart.
Cause,
oh my goodness.
Because she didn't done. I think she has done all she could do, or whatever she was supposed to do in Ring of Honor. She made that women's division strong.
And give credit. I give credit to Billy Starks when they teamed up against Ronda and Marina. That was actually, I saw that match. Somebody had leaked it on YouTube. And to be fair, that was a good match they had. And just adding that dynamic, I was thinking that they were going to have like a rivalry going on. I said, okay, Ronda's there. I thought, okay. And she teamed up with Marina, that makes sense. But then, after what happened, then Billy Starks starts standing up for herself. And she not taking that abuse from Athena,
Mm-hmm.
And so Billy Starks, she gonna be that super baby face.
Oh yes.
Female baby face.
And I believe she's probably gonna. If I'm not mistaken, probably gonna be no, because I think Roxy was still. How old is Billy Starks? Let me see. She's 19. So yeah, I think yeah, she's 19. So I think she'll be the youngest Ring of Honor World Champion between her and Roxy.
I know she's been young.
Yeah, she's young.
Yeah, she got a whole career ahead of her.
Exactly. And you going in and you beat the longest reigning Ring of Honor Women's Champion. I just don't hope they don't do, how they did when she fought Willow Nightingale. You had it looking like Willow Nightingale was gonna beat her. Had us all thinking Willow Nightingale was gonna beat her.
Yeah.
And she didn't beat her. Put a damper on some things. So I'm hoping this time they pull the trigger. Now mind you, this is in Athena's home state.
Oh yeah. Oh God.
This is Athena's home state.
But I think she gonna still win though, Billy, yeah. I think she's still gonna win though. Even though, they gonna cheer for Athena, no question.
Cause Athena, remember she won the title in Arlington, Texas.
Mm-hmm.
So to lose it,
when she loses, yeah.
Like I said, it wouldn't hurt at all
No.
if she loses. Cause the way they're telling this story, I mean, you have to put the belt on her.
Yeah.
And then she gonna start getting challenges like Mercedes Martinez, she in the hunt. Got Diamante in the hunt.
Mm-hmm.
Taya Valkyrie, she's on the latest Ring of Honor episode.
Yeah.
And our show had the conversation, where was she at? And you gonna have some competition.
Right.
And this'll really show, if they made the right choice doing it. But like I said, she gonna have the support of the fans.
Oh yeah.
So that right there is gonna determine, is she ready?
Right.
Because I don't care what nobody say. Fan support can help. You think?
Oh yeah, no question.
You think I'm not? Ask Bryan Danielson. You think he would ever got that world title shot had they not do what they did in Memphis?
That was a surreal moment too. I saw that we were both there for that.
Yeah, we were there for that. You think Kofi Kingston wouldn't have gotten what he gotten.
Right.
Had the fans, got involved. We would have never got
Yeah,
Kofi Mania.
no, we got Kofi Mania.
And on top of that, you did it at WrestleMania.
Mm-hmm.
So yeah, fans can play a big part in your career.
Right.
I mean, how many times? Cause I'll even take it further back. I go back to ECW One Night Stand, John Cena, RVD.
Oh my goodness.
Do you really think
I remember that like it was yesterday.
Do you really
Yeah.
think if they were not in Philly and where they were, you really think with the Hammerstein Ballroom, you really think John Cena would have retained?
No, they would have retained. They really would have ridden.
I would say if we was in any other location, I guarantee you, he would have retained. But you in the Hammerstein Ballroom, ECW town, RVD's house, and when they said if Cena wins, we ride. Oh yeah, they would have ridden. So sometimes you got to give the people what they want.
Yeah, because I heard some people say that. I heard some people talking. They were like, "Well, why would they? I thought Cena was popular. Why would they boo him?" I'm like, but you got to think about it though. You got ECW, RVD. RVD is part of ECW.
Yes.
I don't care how popular John Cena is. He's going to get booed out the building.
I said, look how he came down the aisle.
He just walked straight to the ring. No eye contact, nothing.
Nothing.
Because he knew what was up.
He knew better. Said when you do your merch, you do your shirt out, they got throwing it back.
Right. And RVD come out there, they going to cheer him out. They going to cheer him and blow the roof off. Yeah. Come on now. It wasn't the fact of popularity. It was the fact that it's an ECW show.
Yes.
RVD is ECW.
Yes.
And I don't care how popular John Cena is. I don't care if you have the top. Like if Cody Rhodes was there, he would have got booed out the building.
Yep.
Why? Because he's not an ECW guy.
If Cody Rhodes fought Tommy Dreamer in his prime.
Yes.
If Cody Rhodes fought Raven in his prime.
Yeah.
If Cody Rhodes would have fought Terry Funk in his ECW prime. Sabu, Taz in their prime.
Cody would get booed each time. Every time he come out there, he had no choice but to be a heel.
Yep.
I don't care how Cody tried to fight it off. I mean, he can't fight that.
No problem. Look when Rey Mysterio when he was there, and he fought Sabu, and Rey Mysterio debuted in ECW.
Sure did.
Him and Psychosis.
Eddie Guerrero.
And he still didn't get no love. He was the world champion.
Mm-hmm. Because he wasn't the ECW guy. Yeah. If you're an ECW guy, they gonna be behind you 1,000%. That's why that match was so surreal with John Cena and RVD. So they're like, man, they are booing John. They even throwing shirts back.
I mean,
John Cena. That lets you know that how hostile that was. I said that was more hostile than the NWO formation.
Yes.
Everybody like, well, how is that? Well, it's simple. They just threw trash in the ring.
If Cena would have won, that sign would have came to fruition.
Yeah. It wasn't the fact, see, that was out of nowhere with Hogan. You see, they didn't expect Hogan to turn heel, but they know there's a hate for John Cena. And then you got ECW in the mix, and you got RVD, who was in ECW. You know.
Now, I would ask, would you have participated in that event?
Talking about like.
If you were John Cena, would you have done it?
I would have had no choice. You have to face the music. You know what I'm saying? If you got booked against RVD in that crowd, you ain't got a choice. And
Now,
you the champion.
now, with that being said, because Cena still played a babyface role, would you have just healed it out?
I would have just healed it out. I mean, you can't fight it. You know, I would have healed that thing. I don't know why John Cena was trying to get them folk behind it, throwing his shirt out. That was crazy. They threw it right back at him. And some of them wiped their behind with it. Some of them spit on it and threw it back at him. One dude spit on it, threw it back at him. Same shirt. He threw it back out. One dude wiped his behind, threw it back at him.
That would have been that one moment.
Come on, man. That's the time for Cena to turn heel right there.
Just heal it out.
Just heal it out. You're not gonna get them behind you. This ain't the WWE crowd.
I said when they did cheer for a WWE guy when Ed speared him and he lost the title.
Mm-hmm. And see, they couldn't stay in Edge either because you had, it was Tommy and Terry, and then you had Mick Foley. What you thinking they would have cheered Mick Foley because he was part of ECW too, right? But they didn't.
Yeah,
they like he just leeching on the edge. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, because he kind of flipped the script.
He flipped the script on him. Yeah, he done that a lot with ECW, especially the anti-hardcore promos he did with Tommy Dreamer. He was trying to save Tommy Dreamer. Like, look, Tommy, just don't take no more shots with barbed wire. Don't do that. Don't land on tacks and he tried to get him not to do it. He said, you too good of a wrestler. Just go to WCW.
Yeah,
that was unique.
Yeah, Tommy Dreamer going to WCW? No, I can't even picture that.
Picture that. What if he had Mick say, go to WCW just wrestle? He would look awkward.
I might shoot. He looked awkward when he was wrestling in ECW. When he had them little goofy suspenders on.
The weapons and stuff,
he looked it weird then.
Well, y'all, the suspenders I sure forgot about them little shiny suspenders he had, and
I'm like, how?
I said, Tommy, you gonna have to change that up, bro. You in ECW, we gonna have to get you like kind of Sandman,
right?
So, yeah, man.
Yeah, we got. Well, this is not the main event, but I wish it was the main event. The Women's Championship is the main event, but I wish this was the main event. The Jay Briscoe Memorial Fight Without Honor.
Yeah, that should have been the
FTR and Mark Briscoe versus the Blackpool Combat Club. Bryan Danielson, Jon Moxley, and Claudio. Now, if you don't know what a fight without honor is, it's pretty much just that. Anything goes.
Yeah.
So you know it's gonna be some blood.
Known for. Yeah.
You know it's gonna be some blood. Gonna be some chairs. It's gonna be some weapons. This is gonna be a all-around fight.
And I can see why Mark Briscoe chose not to be a tag team partner no more, which makes sense. He said, I'll do, trios, with other guys. I think he just said just trios and maybe just a partner just for storyline purposes. But he said as an actual team, he will not do that.
He don't need to.
And it's out of respect. Right. It's out of respect to his brother.
Now, you remember last year's final battle? I believe that was the dog collar match.
Mm-hmm.
So we coming back full circle. Of course, FTR is involved. This time you teaming with a Briscoe.
Mm-hmm. Now, that would be funny if Jay was still alive.
Oh, he would have been in there.
It'd be funny. He would have probably like, man, you know what I'm saying? No. I ain't teaming up with them. You know how Jay is.
Oh yeah. No, it would have been funny.
Yeah, that would have been hilarious. Now come on, brother. You ain't gonna team up with them and call Daddy Briscoe, Papa Briscoe, and all that with him. Yeah. No, man, he would have had fun with that though. I know
Yeah,
But it'd be interesting to see them three teaming up.
Yeah, we all know the outcome of this.
Yeah, of course.
So there's no thing about it. But I will tell you, I hope they go long on this. I hope they just let him go.
Go all out.
I hope they just let him go.
Going all out for Jay. They definitely going all out for Jay.
Like I said,
both teams are.
Like I said, it's gonna be a whole lot of blood, whole lot of weapons. I'm just curious. Wheeler's not in it, and he's not even on the pay-per-view. Unless they are.
It's Claudio.
It's Claudio, Moxley, and Bryan.
Moxley and Bryan.
That says it all right there. You know, Wheeler is not no brawler.
No, he's not. He's the pure champion for a reason. He's just the technical guy. Yeah.
I'm saying he don't even have a title defense as of yet, so they might throw one in there last minute. But yeah, this should have been the main event. I hope they change their mind and make this the main event. Because you got to go home, and I know they trying to tell a story. If the Starks and the thing is the main event, I can see why. Because if they main event this, they better change the title.
Oh, yeah. Because it wouldn't look right if you main evented Athena retained, then you go ahead to Jay's memorial, It wouldn't look right.
Yeah, so I'm looking, like I said, I said the Keith Lee, Shane Taylor match, the match I want to see. I'm also looking forward to this one and see just how far they're going to go.
Yeah.
But I know at the end, I know Jay gonna be proud.
Oh, absolutely.
I know they're gonna do him proud, cause that's why they got the people they got in there, the actual ones who like to fight, who like to bleed.
And don't be surprised if you see Papa Briscoe.
Oh, I won't. He might get involved.
Mm-hmm.
If he not in the crowd.
Yeah.
If he not in the crowd, he might get a taste.
Yeah.
I wouldn't be surprised they have special shirts for that show.
Oh, absolutely. Oh, yeah.
But overall, it's like it's gonna be a good show.
A good show. Mm-hmm.
Like it's definitely gonna be a good show. So far, Ring of Honor has been putting on some good events, but to me, I think they always have. Like I said, you gotta be a fan of Ring of Honor. And it's always good to see them live. And, I'm still talking to people who didn't stay when AEW was here in Memphis. And then when they did the Ring of Honor taping, like it's after Collision. And I told them.
They didn't know. Yeah, they didn't know.
I said, when y'all left and Tony Khan came out, and they did those tapings. See, that's why I tell people, I say, always wait them little extra few minutes. I said, wait them extra few minutes because you never know what's going to happen. Like I said, yeah, Ring of Honor have a lot of like the young talent now. A lot of young, up and coming, a lot of no-name talent, a lot of people are not familiar with, but they have, that's the talent you want to see.
Yeah.
So when you see them, when they come, like, oh yeah, I saw them in Ring of Honor. Because that has to be on your bucket list for promotions. Because when people ask you, what familiar promotions that you've seen, you can say, well, I can say at least WWE, WCW, NWA, Ring of Honor, New Japan. That's all big ones. I know I'm probably forgetting. But like as far as names that we know.
Yeah.
Hold on a second. Please what?
Plushies. That's what it says.
That's Killer Town. What?
Does it?
Somebody give the kid come and interrupt the show. You want to say hi?
Hi.
You just told the world hi. I tell you, go and hit the sack. Got school tomorrow. Y'all want?
That's the youngest boy.
Yeah, that's the youngest. We got to come in Gotta come in. You gotta get love before he go to bed. About my show, but okay, like I said, you always gotta get as many promotions under your list, and don't even talk about the indie promotions. Can't forget about them. Like I said, that's Ring of Honor. Let's talk about this Jake Paul fight coming up. Now, I'm gonna say something about Jake Paul. At least, when he fights, he's not fighting, once every year, once every 2 years. He fighting often. This is his third fight in 2023. Most big time boxers don't even do that. So he's fighting 8 rounds, cruiserweight. He's fighting against Andre Augustus. He's a journeyman. But of course, Paul is the favorite. But let's get a little rundown of who Andre Augustus is record-wise. Excuse me. By the way, they're fighting in Orlando. And a lot of people, somebody told me Jake Paul doing it wrong. He should go get in his ring and fight against known boxers. I said, no, that's not smart. I said, and I thought about it, and I'm looking at what Jake Paul's doing, and I agree with what he's doing. Because now you say, okay, he was fighting all of the UFC fighters and the basketball players and that. He fought a real boxer, he got beat.
Yeah.
He put up a good fight, but he got beat more or less. So, you want him to fight real fighters. Now he's fighting real fighters. The level of fighter, we don't know. Because this kid is only 18 years old. He's fighting. Oh, I'm sorry, wrong guy. I'm about to say, wait a minute.
No, you fighting a young guy?
I'm sorry, he's 35. I'm sorry, I was looking at something else. So he's 35. Like I said, he's a journeyman. See, I'm trying to get his record here. Yeah, he's a native of Beaumont, Texas. So far he's been on a nice little run. He's been undefeated in his last 6 fights. So it looks like he is. Looks like he's 10-1-1 with five knockouts.
Okay, that's actually a good start.
Now who?
Start small, work your way up.
Now like I said, who's Andre Augustus? Level of fighting? We don't know. Yeah. But he's a boxer. And he's, like I said, this is how we gonna know him. He's fighting Jake Paul. And he a big dude.
Yeah.
He got a nice.
He got a big cruiserweight or cruiserweight.
Yeah, he got a little cruiserweight size on him.
Mm-hmm.
But they want him to fight boxers. Now he's doing it. And like I said, he don't need to be going up and fighting the big time just yet. Work your way up. Do it. I like to call it do it fight night style. How you do on the fight night game? You fight lower ranking fighters and you just climb your way up.
Yeah, that's the way it should be. Right.
But a lot of people want to see him fight these big name fighters just so he can get beat.
Now that's not cool.
That's what that is.
Yeah.
But that's why I give Jake Paul credit. Obviously,
Jake Paul's going that route, then I have no problem with that.
Because obviously he's not listening. He's not listening to what people say.
of course.
I definitely give him credit for that. Like I said, I don't know. I never seen an Andre August fight. I'm probably gonna see if I can Google something or see anything on YouTube. So I really don't know. I really don't know how to pick this. We don't know. I mean, I could just say, Jake Paul is gonna put up a fight, like I said, but I don't know can Andre August really fight.
Mm-hmm.
Well, we gonna see. Like I said, he's a journeyman. He's older, so I think that's gonna be a thing. And like I said, he's 35 and only had 12 fights.
Yeah, that's he 35 with 12 fights. Yeah, he must have did this off and on.
And that's what I was thinking.
Mhm.
I said he mustn't do a lot of fighting.
Yeah.
Trying to see if there anybody else on that card that's interesting. But yeah, but boxing 3 fights in a year. Like I said, a lot of the big timers don't do that. So we have Elijah Flores against Javier Mayoro. That's welterweight. We got Jonas Tellis against Livan Navarro, junior middleweight. We got Shadeja Green versus Franchon Cruz Desron for the vacant WBC super middleweight title.
That's a lot to say.
Yeah. And we got Jake Paul and Andre Augustus, the cruiserweight.
Okay.
But there's another thing since we talking about boxing. There was some Clarissa Shields said that kind of rubbed me the wrong way. Now we all know Clarissa Shields is a great boxer.
Yeah.
She's not a knockout artist. That I'll say. But she can go.
Yeah. See, that's the difference. People get that misconstrued between, the good hands and the knockout artists. They thinking that you got fast hands, you're a knockout artist. That's not the case.
Right. So
It's to the point you get hit so much you get TKO. That's not knocking out nobody. You punch it so fast they can't defend themselves. Something like knockout artists, you going for the right hooks, the right and left hooks and the uppercuts. That's connected. Tyson was a knockout artist.
Yes.
See, that Carissa is not. She's just a great boxer that can TKO you.
Right.
But what'd she say?
I'm looking for it right now. She made a comment to a guy. If I can find it.
Like they thought Muhammad Ali was a knockout artist. He wasn't. He had good hands.
Okay, she made a comment to a boxer named Riley Romero. And made the comment that she'll be his behind. But let's hear it for yourself.
I can go where Rolly's at and beat that. Rolly can't box nothing like me. It don't matter about no power. You don't have no skill. So next time Rolly come to my inbox, just know, yeah, I'm really about that. And I will show up where you at and show you what's up. He like, oh, you're not better than me and I'm not better than you. I'm just telling you that all of the greats have been dropped. I got a video of all your favorite fighters getting dropped. Rolly, congratulations. You got knocked out. Shut up. Shut up. You got knocked out in a real fight. Boring. You got knocked out for real. So hush your mouth. Shakur beat your ass. Ryan beat you up. Tiafimo beat you up. Then the Haney, a dog walk you. Everybody like, who's Rolly? The dude who Tank knocked out. And when I see Rolly, I want you to keep that same energy you have over that internet. That's all I want.
Now you gotta think about that. You talking to a grown man. Number one. She's had that same energy. She talked about she'll fight Keith Thurman. Now we gotta remember something. Yeah, he might have lost to the people you talked about, and yeah, you might not, you might haven't lost in boxing. But what happened when you went to MMA? You didn't do too well. I mean, you won the first one. The next one you didn't win. You ain't been doing a lot of that MMA like you said you was going to.
Well,
So you might need to. You might
Man,
need to
come
chill out
taste.
with the talking to men like that.
right.
Because a lot of women, and I'm just gonna say a lot of women do that thinking, have that notion that you doing all the talking ain't gonna do you nothing.
No, because some of these men is about that life for real.
Because if you
They
run
don't care who you are.
you run up on the right one, you think they gonna care if you a boxer? You ain't gonna be boxing about it. You really gonna be fighting.
Mm-hmm.
So you really think you gonna be throwing jabs and uppercuts? No, they probably gonna be grabbing you by your head and be throwing you all over the place. They gonna dog walk you.
Mm-hmm. Hit you with a knuckle sandwich. It's a wrap.
I mean, everybody say, you call yourself the GOAT, the great one of all time, and record wise, yeah, you dominated.
Right.
But you can't knock nobody out. You talking about somebody getting knocked out, you can't knock nobody out.
No.
And you wanted, and I remember when she said she wanted to fight Layla Ali. Layla Ali in her prime,
In her prime, she was a skilled fighter.
and she beat people up.
Right.
So
Not
you-
only she skilled, she was whooping folks.
So
Yeah.
you will look at a boxer versus a brawler. Put them in their prime and see what happens.
Mm-hmm.
But you might want to be careful. I don't know what homeboy told her, according to her. He said, one's not better than the other, yada yada yada. It didn't sound disrespectful to me.
Yeah.
Apparently she took it that way.
I know she wouldn't say that to Tyson.
And so apparently she took it that way. So it's gonna take somebody. See, like somebody like what is her name? I think her name was Ann Stewart. I think that was her name. You fought some.
So, yeah.
I believe that was her name. You would have fought her, Ann Wolf. My bad. You fought Ann Wolf in her prime. Ann Wolf would have would put her in retirement. Ann Wolf was a beast. Ann Wolf knew how to box, but but her whole thing, yeah, she'll box you for a minute, but she gonna take your head off.
Right.
She didn't knock some folks. I saw her
Mr.
knock.
Mario.
She knocked one girl. Like the girl was taller than she was.
Right.
Knocked out cold.
And then you got Christy Martin. You talk about somebody that got hard.
Like Chris Martin in her prime, yeah, she was bad in her prime.
You
But
know,
it ain't no real.
They called her the female Holyfield.
Okay, cause they don't have no real top name women boxers anymore.
Mm-mm.
I mean, they have some good ones,
And like Katie Taylor and
but they don't really have. She don't. The thing about it, she don't have that competition that they used to have back in the 80s and 90s.
Mm-hmm.
They don't have it. So she came in at the right time.
Right.
But all it takes is one.
That's all. Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, all it takes is one.
Tyson said it best. You got to plan until you get punched in the mouth.
Yep, I'm about to say, so leave these dudes alone. Because like I said, you gonna run into that one.
Mm-hmm.
And they ain't gonna care if you the GOAT or not.
Nope.
You call them out and they run up on you, which 9 times out of 10, they're gonna have a bunch of men gonna be covering her. They're gonna be trying to quote unquote protect her.
Yeah. Oh, of course.
But
you
you
gonna
got
have those.
But you gotta let her. You gotta let her handle that. That's what she asked for. And if it goes bad,
It just goes bad.
if it goes bad, the dude gonna be wrong for fighting the girl.
Oh yeah, no question.
If the
They gonna
dude
try their best to get canceled and all this other stuff. Yeah.
right, and if the dude get beat, he wrong. He got his butt kicked by a girl.
And getting praised for it, yeah.
So I just tell, oh boy, just leave it alone. Just let her talk.
Yeah, there ain't no need for you to respond. Yes.
No, don't. No, I mean, do you?
Keep doing what you doing.
Do you do what you do? You know. I mean, my thing is talk about me all day.
Yeah.
I'm good. As long as you don't put the hands on me.
Right.
Be good. Cause I don't know what this is, but folks just, you know, why they let people just push their buttons so much. It's not that serious.
Mm-mm.
Don't let 5 minutes get you 15 years.
Right.
And that's the best advice I give somebody. I mean, you probably heard it before, but that's the best advice. I mean, the people gonna talk. If they know they can push your button, they gonna push them.
Mm-hmm.
If they know how you gonna react, and they know what could happen to you if you react, they gonna do it. They gonna get you. So let it be.
Right.
I mean, if you living good, let it be.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, if they ain't messing up your money, let it be.
Right.
Let them fall on their face.
Because actions do have consequences. So.
Yep. If they say words don't hurt, yeah, it do. It don't have to hurt. It don't have to hurt physically.
Yep.
It can hurt you financially. It can hurt you financially. Especially if you famous and you got sponsors, and you got people want to make money off you, and you doing little stuff like this, and you conducting yourself in a way that's not a good representation of of their brand.
Right. Yeah, just ask Kanye about that. He'll tell you. Said the Adidas deal.
Shoot,
it's because he think he can say what he want to say, and the Adidas, and then the folks like, okay, we're gonna show you.
Yep,
now he ain't selling no more Yeezys shoes.
Oh,
yeah.
And just when we talked about Wheeler Yuta not having a title match, he got a title match.
Just now?
I'm looking at it now. And this is gonna be good too. I'm excited for this one. Wheeler Yuta going one-on-one with the former MLW World Heavyweight Champion, Filthy Tom Lawler.
Oh, that's gonna be good. That's gonna be a straight-up technical match there.
That is gonna be good.
All right.
And that's gonna be okay. I'm making sure it's not a kickoff, so it's not on the kickoff. That's gonna be good. I mean, Filthy Tom Lawler, he's a former MMA guy, legit MMA guy.
Right.
And he got Team Filthy.
Yep.
Yeah, that's gonna be a clinic right there. I'm actually looking forward to that one.
Yeah.
Now, some just told me to just go back and do a follow up, and that's what we got. So, got 7 good matches on there. So if y'all,
pretty good show, yeah.
So y'all definitely check it out. And yes, the pure title is on the line. So yeah, that's definitely gonna be a clinic.
Yeah.
But yeah, we about to get up out of here. Gonna get ready to finish watching this beat down that the Chargers is getting.
Yeah.
I mean, it's 42-0 at the half.
Jeez.
Yeah, it's bad.
Yeah.
So Coach Staley, yeah, you probably be getting fired after this one. If they weren't planning on firing you, they probably will now. Now, granted, I mean, Justin Herbert is out.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, your job is over today.
I thought he was gonna get fired after that comment he said when he talked about how the fans didn't matter and all this stuff.
See, obviously the team don't need this beat down.
Yeah. He talking about he the one running the show and he the one doing this and the fans, they don't matter. I'm like, okay, this dude finna be gone now. He completely lost his mind.
See, and this tale, and like, see, the Raiders don't even have their starting quarterback. And this dude done threw
They
four.
got Aiden O'Connell.
Yep, and he done threw 4 TDs already.
Yeah, because Jimmy G, he can't stay healthy. He leading the league in interceptions. Still, even when hurt.
Everybody said he ain't even throwing the ball. How you still lead the league in picks? You ain't threw the ball.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
Yeah, so when I wake up, I would not be surprised Chargers coach is fired. If I hear it overnight, because I keep ESPN on all night. I wake up late, I got to go to the bathroom or something. If I hear Brandon Staley, coach of the LA Chargers, has been fired, I'm going to jump like, I told you.
I told you, yo. I know.
And go back to sleep.
And sleep, yo.
So I kind of want to hear it.
Mm-hmm. Oh,
But
yeah.
let's see what else we got going on. We got Wildcat this weekend out there in the Big Easy. Let me get the advertisement back up. I'm late plugging for them, but
Late to never.
yep. So I got yep. They show is this weekend. Gonna be at the camp, 2317 Hickory Avenue, Harahan, Louisiana. All tickets are $25. All ages. It is a quote unquote X-rated show, but it's for all ages. Seating is first come, first serve. So if you don't get a seat, your butt will be standing up. So get your butts there on time.
Go ahead.
And let's see. The matches we have Raza Rayleigh versus Camus, Mickey Drama versus Jace Valor, Ed Stone versus Nate Bradley, Fly Death versus Drew Taylor and Billy Paradise for the Wildcat Tag Team Championships. We have Slime Season versus Chuck Devine and Rob McKnight. For the Wildcat Revolution Championship, Danny Flamingo defending against Suge White. And in the Lumberjack match, they running it back one more time for the Wildcat Sports Heavyweight Championship. Brady Pierce will be defending against PJ Hawks. So get your tickets at wildcat.eventbrite.com. Showtime's at 7, doors open at 6. And I'm sure they'll probably have tickets at the door as well. And also, I will be in the Big Easy in February for the Impact Wrestling No Surrender pay-per-view. They have the No Surrender pay-per-view on the Friday, I believe it's the 22nd.
Mm-hmm.
So I got it right. The Friday the 22nd. And then there's a taping called Bayou Bash on the 23rd. That's Saturday. So yeah. So it's the 23rd. Friday is No Surrender. And the 24th is the TV tapings. And this will be under the TNA banner.
Mm-hmm.
So it's been a while since we got to see it. Last time I saw TNA, it was South Haven Arena, better known as the Lander Center. And this one, Kurt Angle was champion.
Yeah.
Kurt Angle was champion. Main Event Mafia had the tag belts. This one they did the show. Kurt Angle was there, but he was hurt. But he was taking pictures with everybody.
Mm-hmm.
And and I remember, you remember, because you know they cut off half the arena.
The arena, yeah.
But they set it up kind of bad. The lighting was all over the place. It was kind of bad.
Yeah, that was still when they was in their early stages, yeah.
Yeah, that was that TNA wrestling day. I say because Booker and Steiner were the tag champs.
Mm-hmm.
So you know how far back that was.
Right.
And they talked about Main Event Mafia took over the show.
And basically, that when Sting was champion.
No, Kurt Angle was champion.
No, Kurt Angle, that's Kurt Angle. I mean Sting, yeah.
Yeah, Kurt Angle.
Yeah.
I don't even, matter of fact, Sting wasn't even there. He wasn't there.
That's what I'm trying to figure out. He wasn't there.
And
Yeah.
I think Kevin Nash wasn't there neither.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think it was with Booker, Steiner, and Kurt.
Yeah.
I mean, overall, once they got it running, the matches were good. Just the production was not. The setup was not. So, like I said, they're gonna be at the Alario Center, which is in technically West Wego, which is across the bridge from New Orleans.
Mm-hmm.
Good size, nice size venue for them. I said it was there for Ring of Honor. So good place for them to have that show. Like I said, they're gonna do pay-per-view and the tapings. So, like I said, we already talked about their tapings before and how good they are.
Mm-hmm.
So, I just want to see. I just want to see, what's gonna be the difference between what we saw in Impact and what we're gonna see in TNA.
Yeah, that's a good question.
I want to know. I want to see how to. But we'll know that come Hard to Kill. But I want to see what the belt's gonna look like.
Mm-hmm.
Now there were people talking. Let's see if you agree. Do you want them to bring back? Well, we know we call it the Kurt Angle World Title. Or do you want them to bring back the other TNA title, when that Robert Roode and Moose and all them was having?
Yeah. That one that Moose had. Yeah.
That's the one would you prefer?
Yeah, that one.
I don't know.
That looks too nice.
I just had a thing with that Kurt Angle belt. I just had a thing for that one.
Yeah.
But they say they getting all new. They say everybody getting all new belts.
Yeah.
So we definitely gonna see. Like I said, I'm excited for this one. I said when I saw it, I said, yeah, I gotta make plans for this. Cause they doing something they said they was gonna do. They said they're gonna be doing a lot of doing bigger venues. So they starting off good. See, they don't have to do like the Superdome or the New Arena. For them, Alero Center is perfect.
Right.
For them, you can get a nice amount of fans in there. Like I said, they got bleachers on, in like a C formation, so they got seats all the way around, and they probably can add more depending on how they set it up. But I pretty much got the same seat I had when I was at the Ring of Honor show, so I'm definitely looking forward to that. So of course, even though I'm jumping way ahead to February, so it won't be no show unless I just do it after the fact over the weekend, or do it like that Saturday before, like do it in the daytime or something like that. But curious to see who's gonna be champions when that happens after Hard to Kill. Of course, we're gonna talk about it, but I'm curious to see. I mean, they have some new talent. I mean, they signed Kushida. They re-signed Eddie Edwards.
Okay.
We probably gonna lose Deonna Purrazzo. I believe the last event was her last match.
Mm-hmm.
So we probably won't see her. So who's coming in? Okay, I look forward to it. Okay, I'll give y'all a rundown. When I'm there, tell you what I saw, who I run into. I say that's down in February. We still got to talk about Hard to Kill in January, so we'll get there.
Yeah.
We get there. So that's pretty much all I got. Anything you want to say before we roll out?
Yeah, I want to say this real quick. And this I think this is they finally getting the message with this one here. And this is about Draymond Green.
Yes.
Draymond, look here, Bruce Leroy. You sitting here, I mean, he done went too far now. After what he did to that Suns player, I said, yeah, that's the last straw here. I mean, you doing all these WWE moves on these basketball players, man. And that was the right. I'm glad Commissioner Silver finally put his foot down.
Well, let me tell you what screwed him over. I'm gonna tell you what screwed him over. His mouth.
He can't be quiet.
You talking about something? I don't apologize for what I don't do. You like you said it was an accident, and you know maybe it was, but the way you put it out there, you may seem like you know, yeah, you apologize, but you know it wasn't sincere. You may seem like okay, I did it, and you thought you wasn't gonna get touched.
Right. I know Rodman was wild in his day, but this dude here, he made Rodman look like an angel.
And like I said, I don't know what they really see in Draymond. I don't think he's all that of a great player. Defensively, he's fine. You know,
That's what even Kendrick said. He said just defensively, he's fine.
But he could never lead a team.
No.
If he never played,
he's declining. Yeah.
I say if he wasn't with Golden State, he wouldn't have no rings. That's just my opinion. Man, he's not nothing I will put a lot of money on. I mean, you had the incident with your teammate in practice.
Yeah, Jordan Poole. You punch Jordan Poole in the face. You fighting your own teammates now.
Yeah. What it was, he thought he was just gonna get maybe a few game suspension here and there. No, pimp, you suspended indefinitely.
Indefinitely.
Ain't no telling when you come. You might even come back this season, and if you gotta undergo all kind of counseling and all this other stuff. Because I say it like this. If they did, well, John Morant, probably not the best example, but when John Morant screwed up, they threw the hammer down.
25 games, and we paying for that. So
yes.
We paying for that.
But he'll be back, what, right before Christmas?
After this week, he'll be back, yeah.
So
and he's on the decline anyway. Talking about Draymond. He declining quick. He don't play that defense like he used to.
No, he just want to foul.
Yeah. That's why he's doing all these suplexes and clotheslines and discus punches like he Aaron Von Erich or something. I mean,
and I know he feels stupid. He really thought he probably gonna get a few games, and that's that.
No, Adam Silver said, "No, pimp, you get suspended indefinitely."
He probably said, "Well, how long is indefinitely?"
Until I tell you, you can come back.
That's just like go to your room and stay there till I say so. That's what indefinitely is.
Right. If you didn't know that, Draymond, that means Adam Silver pretty much saying, "Look, when I tell you to come back, other than that, you sit down."
Draymond Green, you on house arrest right now.
Yeah.
You can go out to play. You just can't come to the arena. You can't come practice. You can't even
talk to the media.
You can't even play yourself on 2K.
Right.
Cause you know they about to take you out because you suspended. So we about to get that update. If you got Xbox Live, cause it's weird playing with.
You ain't gonna get to play Draymond.
Nope. Yeah. It's like you play like I played like with the Memphis. There's no John Morant.
Yeah.
Which is that's what I like about them systems. They update it. Yeah. So. And to be fair, they actually play better when he not playing.
Yeah.
So you gotta go on get it together. Cause he gonna run. See, he wouldn't act like that back in the day, back in the 80s. Bad Boy Pistons, Portland.
Bad Boy Man Mahorn and Lambeer and Joe Dumars and Isaiah Thomas.
I mean,
invented the microwave.
I'm like them Blazers. Come on.
Blazers, the Pacers.
Them Pacers, the Knicks.
The Knicks with Patrick.
But with
he gonna do Patrick Ewing like that?
Yeah, see, he wouldn't do that to Oakley. He wouldn't do that. He wouldn't do that to Andy Mason.
He wouldn't do that to Mason.
Yeah.
No, he wouldn't even do that to John Starks.
Yep. I tell you. You couldn't do that back then. Go warp you back in them days. That should be your punishment. You should be able to get warped back to the 80s and the 90s playing that league. Yeah, but he wouldn't have done that to Jordan.
He wouldn't have done that to Jordan. Jordan would have.
He would have tried robbing. Ask Karl Malone how that went.
Yeah. You wouldn't even do that with Dominique.
Like Alonzo Mourning, all them boys.
Yeah, it don't matter which Zoe version you get, Charlotte or Heat. You wouldn't mess with Zoe. No.
I said
You call
these leagues they all about TikTok. They all about flash. Back in the day, it was all about how hard you was. Even your coach was hard.
You know? You wouldn't have done that to Gary Payton. You wouldn't have done that to Vernon Maxwell.
Nope.
You wouldn't have done that to even Hakeem Olajuwon.
Nope. See, Barkley in the day, back in the day.
Barkley? Yes.
I said, yeah,
Charles Barkley?
I said, yeah, the league got a little soft. That's why he think he could do it. But again, all it takes is one. You gonna try?
He'll just trash talk you to death.
Yep, and make you cry.
He'll make you cry.
And then pop 30 on you.
Yeah. He's like, I'm gonna show you something.
And tell you that with the
magic.
tell you that
Did the same thing.
and tell you that why are you defending him?
Mm-hmm.
He was gonna just do it, just talk that shoot a 3 on you.
And y'all couldn't do that to Robert Parrish and Kevin McHale and all them. No. DJ.
You wouldn't even made it out the first quarter. So
No.
and when I say he lucky.
He's real lucky.
And that's why your bus suspended.
And he's lucky he ain't out the league for that.
You're going.
And then when somebody say when he talking about that brother need help, that means that they're unsafe. They're not safe with him out there playing. That's what they feel like. Because he feels Draymond gonna do something to him. Yeah.
And that's what happened. When you're not playing, you're losing money. So if losing money, I mean, I don't care if you're rich or not. One thing I'm not gonna do is lose money being stupid.
Right.
No, sir.
That's what he thinking. He think, oh shit, I'll be alright. I got all this money.
Yeah. And yes, you do. But when you ain't getting paid now, when they put indefinite on you, that you can be suspended a game, 2 games. You ain't gonna make the all team. So
even if Golden State do make it to the final, you ain't gonna be there, and you may not even play next season.
Yep.
That's what indefinite is. And it definitely don't mean that, I'm out for this season. No, sir.
And he gonna try to justify it. He gonna try that, but see, this is a valuable lesson, people.
Yep.
But that's pretty much it. We talked enough. As always, check out Best with Man TV on YouTube and all other social media platforms. You ever want to come on, hit us up in the comment section. Hit us up on the email. Email is also going to be in the description box. Hit us up, let us know you want to talk about, and we're going to handle it.
Right.
We need to get some guests. Have a nice little round table discussion about some topics. I think I'm gonna work on that. Have a round table of folk come up with a topic, and we all gonna talk about it. Let's get those different opinions from different wrestling fans. Cause this for y'all. This is for wrestling fans by wrestling fans.
Right.
And now I'm gonna close it with that. Y'all be safe. Y'all enjoy y'all weekend. As always, we out here.
Peace.